Hi, I'm Peter Travers, movie critic for Rolling Stone, and this weekend, come on, why even talk about movies? Why talk about how the American public keeps seeing things like Friday the 13th, when the only conversation this weekend is about Sunday's big event, and that would be the 81st Annual Academy Awards. What is there left to say? Well, this is the last week. This is when the heat is on. This is when the favorites sort of change and all kinds of things happen. You know, this is also the Academy Awards that's produced by Lawrence Mark and Bill Condon who directed Dreamgirls. And everybody is being secretive about who's there and what's going to happen. My hope is that scenery will fall down, that Brad and Angelina would be not really injured, but maybe just knocked aside, and huge mistakes will happen, so there'll be a reason to watch the show, with musical numbers galore that just make me cringe at the idea. But I'm here to talk about what might change in terms of the winners that you've heard me talk about before, all those nominees. And right away, the first category, the one that's the emotional category, is Best Supporting Actor. Will it be won by Heath Ledger playing the Joker in Dark Knight? How does that not happen? You know, I think there would be riots in the streets if it doesn't happen. There's nothing that's happened over the past 6 weeks that say it wouldn't. I've talked on my blog about who should win if he didn't win, and you know my choice would be Josh Brolin in Milk, but it's Heath Ledger. But this is the week when the Academy is thinking, I'm filling out my ballots. What should I put down? What's gotten me emotionally? And I've got to say, in the Best Actor contest, between Sean Penn in Milk and Mickey Rourke in The Wrestler, Mickey Rourke's dog, Loki, his Chihuahua, 18 years old, died. Mickey's dog is dead. I feel bad for him. I think anybody seeing that's going to say, what will make Mickey more cheerful besides another Chihuahua? And I think it might be winning that Best Actor prize. If I'm feeling any heat and momentum building, it's all for Mickey Rourke in The Wrestler. Sean Penn, I'm still with you for Milk, but you're just not out there. You don't have that comeback. You've been making movies consistently. Mickey's got this one part. People are screaming, when is he ever going to get a role like this again, like he had in The Wrestler? And Sean Penn, you're going to have one great performance after another. I don't think that's the reason we should give awards, people. I think it should be what the best performance is. But those two performances are great. I think the only fair thing would be a tie, but who am I? Academy's not going to listen to me, even though they had a tie in 1969 between Barbra Streisand in Funny Girl and Katharine Hepburn in The Lion in Winter. What? Made no sense. Why bother with such a thing as a tie? This is the year that there should be. All right, Best Actress is The Shootout between Kate Winslet in The Reader. A lot of controversy on that movie because she's playing an SS guard who happens to be illiterate, and the illiteracy is a metaphor, people, for her guilt over participating and aiding in the death of Jews. This is not the movie Kate Winslet should have been nominated for, as great as an actress she is, and yet she's up against Meryl Streep for what reasons? Kate Winslet has been nominated 6 times and has never won. So people say she should win because it should be a Career Achievement Award. She's 33, people. Career Achievement? I think there's going to be a lot more time for her to do this. Meryl Streep, we all know, has won 2 Oscars, one for Kramer versus Kramer and one for Sophie's Choice, but that was in 1983, the last one. That was the Stone Age. So people are saying, Meryl, it's been almost 3 decades since she's won. She should win for that reason. Why not win for the best performance? Does anybody at the Academy think of these things anymore? I don't think so. So I would have given Kate Winslet the award for Revolutionary Road, but she's not nominated for it, so I'm going with Meryl Streep in doubt. Because of all those performances, she was pretty entertaining. Anne Hathaway, sorry, I think you had a shot until early this year you did a movie called Bride Wars. It's over. So I'm going with Meryl Streep over Kate Winslet, but whoever wins is going to win for the wrong reason. So Best Supporting Actress, that's going to be Penelope Cruz. I'm rooting for Marissa Tomei in The Wrestler, and not just because she's a stripper, and not just because she's taken off her clothes and looks fabulous at 44, although that's a good enough reason given the Academy standards, but because Penelope Cruz is in a Woody Allen movie, Vicky Cristina Barcelona, and people love that. So, okay, the big one, Best Picture. What is it? If Slumdog Millionaire loses this, it would because everybody associated this movie would have to be involved in some sex scandal. There would have to be something horrible happening. This is the movie. This is the movie people can root for. I'm particularly rooting for Danny Boyle to get Best Director. This is the guy who did Trainspotting and 28 Days Later. He's great. This movie had energy. It seems new, even though I've been talking about it for months. It has a sense of something new might be possible out there in the world. Benjamin Button, no, people. I'm resentful that Brad Pitt got nominated for Benjamin Button and Clint Eastwood didn't for Gran Torino, even though it's his biggest box office hit. What? Listen to me. I just want to spit up and say the Academy does one stupid thing after another. So I'm just rooting on Sunday night that they do the smart thing, pick the right movies, and also please make that 3 or 4 hour show. Make something horrendous happen. We all need to see something disastrous go on so we can take it home with us. And I'm Peter Travers.